Namaste, everyone, and welcome to another week. I know a lot of you are starting your week off, and some people are saying, "Oh, back to work." Some of you back on your workplace, while some of you do it online, regardless. So one of the things that I notice, a lot of people always say, "Oh, it's another week," and the first thing most people think of is like all the stuff I have to do, all the battles I have to win. So I thought I'd share something with you that is relevant. And this is one of the quotes from the Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha said, "It is better to conquer yourself than win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours, and it cannot be taken away from you." Okay? Let me do it again. "It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles." I'm reading it, just make sure I don't screw it up. "It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you." So, what does that mean as far as starting your week? It depends on how you look at it. You can look at it from the small picture, on the big picture. So, in a big picture, it's looking at it like, okay, I'm the spiritual self, I'm the soul, whatever is going on in this earthly journey, there are circumstances, right? And then I'm the soul, I'm the spiritual self. My battle is battling the urges of the body, the emotions, and thoughts in response to this. Okay, we'll develop that. On the smaller scale, it's just like as you go through this week, next week, whatever, you're always going to have something that is, let's just say, don't go your way. I wish everything does go your way. We hope so. But it does happen that a lot of things are not what we planned and what we wanted. So the key is to be able to conquer yourself, your frustration, your anger, your panic, in order to be able to deal with that. Okay? So it goes back to your spiritual practice. I want to debunk, demystify, whatever you want to call it. The thing that people always say is like, "Oh, this is my spiritual practice. This is my work." They don't realize to be successful in your work, your spiritual practice has to infiltrate it. In other words, part of your work, your material work, has to be impregnated with your spiritual practice. I don't know, but impregnated is a good word, but it has to be your spirituality has to be part of your material work day. Okay? Now the opposite is also true. Your spiritual practice also has to be strongly affected, for a better word, strongly affected by your physical work ethic. What does that mean? So let's start with the first one. In your everyday life, in trying to be successful, making a living, your relationships, whatever it is you're doing, if spirituality is not part of it, guess what happens? The body has its tendencies, the emotions has its tendencies, the thoughts have its own tendencies. And we've shared this many, many times with you. The I, the spiritual self, is the one that is moving the body, creating the feelings, creating the thoughts. So if the spiritual part of you is not part of that component in your everyday life, then the body will react to what's happening materially. The emotions will react to all the drama. Your thoughts will jump all over the place and start thinking of crazy stuff. Because the one who's controlling them is not really absent, but kind of not doing anything. As we always say, the body, the emotions, and thoughts are just like the horses. You're the charioteer that control the body, the emotions, and thoughts. So if the spiritual component is not part of your business, then, I can make money. All I got to do is kind of, I'm selling this guy 100 pounds of steel, or whatever it is you're stealing, not stealing, you're selling. You go, well, but if I cut it down by 10 pounds, he won't know. In other words, greed takes over because those are the tendencies of the body, the emotions, and thoughts when they're not trained. Everything's me, I. Screw you, right? Because the spiritual component is not there. But if the spiritual component is in there, they go, okay, the market is not very favorable, but my word is I'll sell to you at this price, even though the market doesn't, agree with me. I might take a loss or I might just break even, but my word is my word. That's my integrity. So the spiritual component is there. Make sense? Same thing. If things are not going your way or there's too much drama, things are going crazy, people insult you, the emotional body will normally what? Emotional body and the mind will get together and use the body, the mouth, to say bad stuff, reply terrible emails to get even. But if the spiritual component is part of it, okay, wait. These thoughts, these emotions, these crazy stuff are not mine. This is the other person. So the right thing to do is to forgive, let go, and move on. Make sense? That's how you have the spiritual component be part of your material life. If not, well, it's chaos every day. All of you know what I'm talking about. Everything is happening outside, but you let it in because the spiritual component, the I, is not in control. So the battle is really as simple as this. The battle is really the spiritual self battling the tendencies of the body, the emotions, and thoughts. So if the spiritual component is not part of your work life and business life, good luck. It's not going to be a boring day. Everything's going to be like a roller coaster. That's why, one of the mantras of people going to work is what? Thank God it's Friday. Assuming you have a regular work week, what happens? Everything's like, going crazy. Finally, Friday, Saturday's almost here. Because the battle's usually won by the body, the emotions, and thoughts. So there's so much drama. But if the battle is won by the spiritual self, whether things go your way and not go your way, it's just another week. Now, the other side of the component we're talking about, your spirituality, also has its own battles. The spiritual practice and the material life seems separate, but in reality, you can use your work ethic, assuming it's good, in your material life, in your work life, into your spirituality. Some people think spirituality is like, just be cool, do nothing, just let things be, to a certain extent. But if you really want to spiritually develop, you also need the discipline that you generated in your work life and bring it into your spiritual practice. Otherwise, most people don't do this. The idea of spiritual life is like, whatever, let things be, just go with the flow. I'll meditate. Well, do it another time. I'm not going to feel like doing that. I feel like just lounging around, pressing the remote control, going through useless websites. Oh, yeah, because I'm just letting go, going with the flow. Well, dead fish go with the flow of the water. If you want to achieve anything, not just materially or spiritually, you have to swim against the tide. You have to do what's different than everybody else. So there are things that you can take from your material or spiritual life and make it part of your material life. There are things that you take, or skills that you learn in your material life, in your work life, and bring it to your spiritual path. So in reality, that's how you win the battle. Because if you don't, first and foremost, remember that you are the spiritual self having this earthly journey, then guess what? You're controlled by your environment. This the constant battle, and you always lose. You don't believe me? You can go for a few more lifetimes and we'll talk again. That's why the Lord Buddha told us ahead of time. 2,500 years ago, it is better to conquer yourself than win 1,000 battles. Because once you conquer yourself, you can win those 1,000 battles. That's it. Very simple. So the principle behind it is very similar to what they say, what the Lord Jesus said in the Bible: seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything shall be given to you, or added to you. I apologize, I don't have the exact quote. Okay? It's not trying to say, you have to be a certain religion. Basically, when you say seek ye first the kingdom of God, in other words, look at the spiritual world, make that part of your priority. If that's your priority, you know who you are, you are a spiritual being, then that spiritual being can look around and observe and make the right choices. Hopefully. Right? We're not perfect. All of us still make mistakes. But hopefully, as my teacher said, make less mistakes and less, less bad mistakes. Not so bad. In other words, if you screw up, it's like tiny ones, not big ones. Because at some point, when there's a realization as the I am in control, then you substantially won the battle. Right? So I hope that gives you a context of why we use that quote from the Buddha. I do my best to share certain spiritual truths that are applicable. I always believe that pragmatic spirituality is the way to go. Pragmatic spirituality is realizing spiritual truths don't belong just in the temple, the synagogue, the church, the mosque. Spirituality belongs in your everyday life. Make it pragmatic. Make it part of your life. Anybody can quote something. The question is, can you use that quote and apply it in your life? You can't. That's nice. You're a walking prayer book. You're a walking encyclopedia. But if you can't use it, people put you back on the shelf. True? So I hope that helps. Conquering yourself is not easy. It's probably one of the most difficult things all of us do. And I've shared this with you many, many times. If I'm the spiritual self, I'm wearing, here we go, physical, emotional, mental garments in this lifetime. The battle is not out there. The battle is with this guy. Okay? We keep looking for outside. Oh, we're going to beat that. We're going to conquer this. They don't realize the most difficult battle for most of us is trying to beat ourselves up. Not really ourselves, but the body, the emotions, and thoughts that have its tendency. This guy all he think of is cookie. So, but I want to meditate. I want to do some work, but this guy wants cookie. All right, behave. And the way to do it is as simple as this. When you do your meditation and spiritual practice, what are you doing? You're temporarily removing the influence of the body, the desires, the thoughts, to reveal who you really are. And once you know who you really are, then you can pick up the body, the emotions, and thoughts. Know that you are not the body, the emotions, or the thoughts. You're not the desires. You're not the tendencies. You control it. Without spiritual practice and times of silence, you're screwed. You don't believe me? Look at everyday people. Today there's good news. Yeah, that's great. Tomorrow there's bad news. They're depressed. In other words, they're puppets to the world. True? Think about it. The peace and the tranquility is within. That so-called within is not like you open up your body, oh, it's inside. Within means it's inside, not outside. Inside meaning your spiritual self. The body, the emotions, the thoughts, and the desires of this guy is outside of the I. By meditating, you get to remember who you are. Once you remember who you are, and that comes through stillness and meditation, then you can realize, oh, okay, now I can control this guy. I can control the urges, I can control the thoughts, the emotions, and all that stuff. I get to control it, not the other way around. Otherwise, you call this guy the puppet, it's the one controlling you. You're the puppet, because you gave away your power to this dude. Okay? Now, I know you're Sesame Street fans. Don't get insulted. Next time I'll find another one, I don't know, Kermit or something, make you guys happy, but you get the idea. Okay? Anyway, bye. Clear? By the way, that whatever puppet was given to me because many years ago when I was teaching this class, Achieving Oneness with a Higher Soul, which I'm teaching in 2 weeks. Okay? Just go to it's still online, by the way. All right? I would usually use a towel, like a towel. Okay, this is the soul, it's wrapped around this towel, and finally people got tired of it. This student sent me a nice Cookie Monster. Go, oh, perfect, now I can use that. All right, anyway, I hope that helps. So remember, conquering yourself is better than winning 1,000 battles. Because once you conquer yourself, you can win those 1,000 battles and more. So let's meditate. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Tokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, love, guidance, help, healing, and protection. We thank you in full faith, so it is. All right, put your hand like this. Just gently tap your crown. I am that. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotions, I'm not the thoughts. The body, the emotions, and the thoughts, and the mind are just the instruments of the I, the soul. I am the soul. Just leave your awareness above your head. I am the soul. I am the spiritual self. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. The spiritual self, the soul. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spark within me. I am a child of God, meaning we're all still growing and evolving. It's a process. I am one with God. That is our true nature. I am one with all. There is only oneness. Just be still. Listen. You're not the body, you're not the emotion, you're not the thoughts. You are the soul, you are the spiritual self. You are a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. That is your true nature. Remember who you are, where you came from. Remember your true essence. Know it, experience it, now. Be still. Just keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Be aware of the inner stillness. It is in that stillness you discover your true self. Be still. I am the spiritual self. That self am I. I am the spiritual self. That self am I. I am that. Be still. So let go, and just simply let things be now. let go. Gently, ever so slowly, just move your fingers, move your toes. Very gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands in blessing. You know, when there's stillness, there's massive amount of spiritual energy. Some of you feel a pressure in your head, on your chest. You know, there's lots of energy. Most people think, oh, I'm not moving, so there's no energy. Actually, the more still you are, the more massive the spiritual energy that comes in. It's so subtle, that's why you don't feel it. It's like instead of being hit with rocks, you're hit with like fine sand. You don't notice it until you're saturated with it. Okay? So raise your hands like this. Visualize the people you love in front of you. Fill them all with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. Bless the people you know who need healing. People need financial support, relationship healing, mental health healing. Flood them with beautiful golden light. Golden energy has intelligence, as you've learned in advanced pranic healing. Bless them with golden light. May they be blessed with healing energy, with healing light, with good health, with rapid, miraculous healing. So be it. If you know someone going through emotional pain, flood them with golden light. May they be divinely healed. So be it. Physical health, may they be healed. Relationships, may that relationship be filled with love, caring, and nurturing. So be it. May all be blessed. So be it. So be it. So be it. Blessings be to all. May all be blessed. Now be aware of your feet and your hands. Fill the earth with golden light. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, so be it, and so it is. All right. So let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you to all the spiritual elders, Holy Masters, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, spiritual helpers. We thank you to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahagujimay. Thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right. It's a shorter session, but we emphasize a little more on who you really are. I hope that you can handle the energy. You know, one of the things that people usually don't realize is power literally comes from stillness. Because when you talk about power, most people think, you jump around. That's physical power, which is moving your physical body. There's emotional power. You got, you're very passionate. That's good. That's emotional power. That's another frequency. There's mental power. You can think things clearly. You understand many things. That's mental power, right? When you meditate, you generate spiritual power, spiritual energy. So there's a massive spiritual light coming down. That spiritual light coming down, it is so bright and it's so intense, because it vibrates so high. When you're meditating, you don't really feel it like the three different types of frequency: physical, emotional, mental. But that's the one that saturates your aura, which ultimately affects your mind, your emotions, and your body. Okay? So that's why after meditation, we always release excess energy and bless. And some of you go, yeah, I was gone, man. The reason you were so-called gone is because at that time, okay, I'll leave you with this thought, and then we'll cover it again tonight. Some of you, when you're meditating, it's like, I didn't realize the time. I didn't even feel my body. It feels like I was gone. And some of you, knocked out, with stuff dripping. You know what happened? It's as simple as this. In those moments, whatever it is, a few minutes, that was like maybe 7, 8 minutes of silence. At that time, when you so-called gone, even for that small time, you were able to realize your true nature, that you're not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts, because you were not sensing anything from your body. Hence, you're not sensing time. Your mind and your emotions did not have anything to grasp on. You were just simply being. And you go, yeah, but how come I experience so much inner peace and stillness? Did that meditation generate inner peace and stillness? No. That is already your true nature. All you did was go back to who you are. All of it is there. That's why some people, they do stuff to get it outside. They want to have more stillness. They want more inner peace. They smoke that. They drink this. They all in all to get to that inner peace. When in reality, that inner peace is not something you put inside. Inner peace is what you have that you need to unravel as you take all the crap out. I don't know how else to get through to you. I mean, some people, yeah, but I know this technique and other technique. So the question is that technique trying to help you who you are? No, if not, you're just covering everything up. If you forget every meditation in the universe, you just do one. Meditate on who you are, everything else will come to you. That's it. But some of you, you like things complicated, so all right, we'll give you something complicated to keep you happy, and hopefully you'll come up with the same end result. That complicated stuff, once you dismantle it, what's left is I, the spiritual self. Namaste, everyone. We will see you in 7 hours and 30 minutes for part 2 of Anchor the Light Monday. God bless. Take good care. We'll see you.